Hello to my beautiful knights and queens of the world. You already know who this is, Mr. Royal Diamond, aka Mr.RoyalNieves, coming back at you with another phenomenal video. So to get into it, my topic today is going to be about, and I guess you could say emotional one, you could say a genuine one, but my topic is God kept me. I was thinking today, like God, I need your help, or praying for ideas or topics to talk about. And then this is something that you know came to me because I seen a video, and it reminded me how God kept me. And the video was basically about how God kept so many people from being killed, run over, and all these other things. So my experience, God kept me. And sometimes we don't really understand or really take the time to really comprehend the magnitude of God's grace, mercy, protection, patience, kindness. So I'm just here to encourage all of you. If you are hurting, if you are going through something that is kind of like daunting, it's like, for all of you, because I know there's a lot of people that fake the funk. They put the facade, but deep down when they're alone, they're like crushed, they are falling apart, they are lost in their thought, they're lost in their emotion, they don't know their truth, they don't know their worth. You know what I'm saying? God is keeping you in those moments of despair, in those moments of questioning, those moments of who am I, what am I even doing, is it worth it, is my life worth it, is this worth it, all those doubts of questioning your self-worth, your identity, your truth, your purpose, your calling, all those things. God is keeping you. I say this because God kept me through my trials and my tribulations, and things I thought that would just take me out, and things I thought that I would never overcome, and things that I thought was just and sometimes it's my story, you get what I'm saying? So it's just like it makes you emotional, because when you speak about your story and you speak, and then you see and you tell others your testimony of how God kept you and loved you, and even when you was just lost in the world, and when you thought that you wasn't worthy and you wasn't worth it, and you thought that God didn't love you, and you thought that you're a good person, why this is happening to me, and I just don't understand. I want you to understand that there's a reason why we go through our specific trials, tribulation, because it prepares us to become the person God's creating us to be. It's teaching us to be strong. It's teaching us to always run to the Lord, to always have faith, to speak things into existence, to learn these things. I'm using my platform to help people further along in their life, and their journey, and their uniqueness, and their relationship with God, and just to give back, to help better people off, so they have a greater chance at success in whatever that may be in their life, in a positive way, not nothing negative or crazy or whatever. So God will keep you. When you thought that it was over, it's not over, because God got you. When you thought you wasn't worth it, that's absolutely false, because God loves you, and he will reveal to you how truly beautiful he made you, how incredible he made you, how much you are loved, how much you are important, and what you bring, and the importance of who you are, what you bring, your identity. All these things he will give to you, all these things he will reveal to you, as long as you run to him. When I was going through my challenges and my things in my life, and a lot of things like neglection and betrayals, and not being loved, not loving myself, doing things I shouldn't be doing engaging in activities I shouldn't be engaging, just real wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? That it was just like, it's because I didn't know who I was. I didn't love myself. I didn't know what love was. I didn't know what care was. I didn't know. I was just basically like this bright light surrounded by darkness, and believing the darkness was me. You get what I'm saying? But God revealed to me that I am a part of him, and and I'm the light, and I'm not darkness, I'm light. So that's what I mean by God. God kept me, because it could have been far worse. It could have been far worse if I didn't have God, even in the midst. Don't get me wrong, like, yes, I believed in God, yes, I would do my best to obey and change and understand, because all I knew is, if I run to God, he will keep me. If I run to God and I call upon his name, he will hear me. If I call upon God to help me. He will always be there, because I learned through the word he will never leave me nor forsake me. He loves me. He cares for me. Even when I messed up, even when I sinned, even when I give into temptation, even when I did things that I knew I should have done but still did them anyways, because I was just like a rebellious, not falling into will form, or submission to God's will, to his teaching, to his healing, to his something, to his truth. Because sometimes people feel like, oh yeah, that doesn't apply to me. And I mean like the healing, the truth of what the word tells us, and how valuable we are, how beautiful and precious and irreplaceable we truly are. You get what I'm saying? So what I mean by, God kept me, he kept me from all those things, because it could have been so far worse if I didn't constantly still prayed, even when I felt like it felt on deaf ears, when I didn't know if he was real or not, or all I knew that God was real, and just run to him like his word. So there was times that I would hold the Bible in my hand, like in my chest, and I would just rock back and forth, because I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, like I was just done. I was depleted. I didn't know what else, So that's what I mean, that even on your last strand, even in the strand breaking, and you're feeling like it's done, it's not over. It is not over until God says it is done. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage all of you, whatever you're going through, remember, God kept you, God continued to keep you, and God will forever keep you. Keep running towards him, keep running to him, and keep relying on him, and open your heart to him, and he will see you through. I just encourage all of you, please don't be prideful, arrogant, thinking you're too good for God, that God cannot use you, heal you, or even love you. Because those are lies from this world, from the enemy, from all this delusional stuff that's going on now in the world, and all this stuff. Make sure when you wake up, you go to bed, that you started with Jesus and God, and you ended with Jesus and God, and even in your dreams, because he loves you, and he understands. He knows what he knows. Like there's nothing you can tell him that he does not know already. You get what I'm saying? He knows it far long before you was thought of and created. That's why he's there to help us, guide us through life, and to get to him, the everlasting truth and life and love. The truth of what that is, not the false realities, the world, social media, all this other stuff try to program you to believe, but the truth and what God is saying. But like I say in all my videos, I love you, God bless you, I thank you. Comment, like, and subscribe, share. You already know, take the world by storm, and I'm proud of you, and enjoy your Saturday. Happy Saturday again, making sure you live in your greatness. Until my next video, peace.